Hello, 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 and welcome back to another episode of the podcast.
Welcome back.
Chatzzz. And we have the joint second most recurring guest back on the podcast.
I'm back.
Nick, welcome back.
Thanks for having me again.
Oh, thanks for letting me come down, even though I'm very, very late. So we'll make it as
It's
quick
all
as
good.
possible.
It's all good. Come from Cardiff to Birmingham, and I suppose you got to leave after this as well.
Yeah, honestly, the traffic was ridiculous. It just kept on adding on time, but yeah, we're here eventually.
Drove after work, didn't you? Though after work hours,
Yeah.
What's the problem?
I know. But yeah, so we won't do the 3 facts because we did that.
We did that on the first one at the Jam House, didn't we? That was a while ago.
Yeah.
How-
What was that?
I actually don't know. That was probably over 2 years ago.
That was one of my first ones.
Yeah.
I think it was about like 10 to 15 probably. I think I just had my teeth done, hadn't I?
Yeah, you had. Yeah.
Yeah, and probably the lisp. Wait, let me just try and find this. Am I going to get signal down here or not? My
Oh,
signal's
you won't get signal down here because we've got a concrete roof. It's a
right,
nightmare.
okay.
That's one of the problems with being down here.
But I'd say it's probably about episode 15, I reckon.
Yeah, probably
And
was.
this
yeah,
is episode 103.
Oh wow.
So, yeah,
And I've been one of those in the middle as well. So
Yeah.
no, good. You keep it up, mate. You're doing well.
So, what's happened since we last spoke? Because we last spoke, I think it was November 2023, wasn't it? But it
Yeah.
was posted about January time.
That's right. Yeah.
And did you mention about the tanning salon or not?
I definitely mentioned about the tanning salon because I mentioned
Yeah.
about how we'd used AI to
Yeah.
upload all of our products.
But it's more like before everything opened. Because it opened, was it 20
yeah. So
February?
the only thing is that actually I don't think we got our lease fully completed until December the 23rd or something like that.
Okay.
So our lease didn't fully go through. So although I was probably telling you about the tanning salon and MEGATAN, it's happening, I couldn't give you a date. Actually, what happened there was on the 23rd of December, we got the news. It was like, yeah, it's all ready to go because there'd been a fire in one of the. This is a big complex, by the way, and there'd been a fire somewhere else down there, and that had held it up for a bit. And
Maybe slightly.
yeah, and that had held it up for a bit. So, yeah, December 23rd, got it signed, had Christmas, and then throughout Christmas, sort of the break, that period where no one really knows what's going on.
What day of the week?
We were here sorting everything out, got it built in January, got the beds in February, and we opened on February the 24th. And this is MEGATAN now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
cool. And I was saying to you before I came, isn't it? I see the lives all the time.
Yeah.
And it's weird to see it in person, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so that's where they record. And that's what it actually looks
Yeah,
like.
most of the time it's just behind the desk, but
Yeah.
it's I try and sort of multitask if serve a customer, go on live, whatnot, and then sometimes there's 2 people and we've got the big MEGATAN wall with all the pineapple on and all the different branding stuff. So yeah, but that's where they do the lives. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we spoke just before we started. Why did you start a tanning salon? Because we said when you were growing up, you'd never have thought you'd open a tanning salon. Why tanning salon?
Yeah. Yeah, it was something. It was just kind of like, well, I was living around the corner. I don't even live there anymore, but I was living in the jewellery quarter, and I was like, I want to get a sunbed, and I was like, I didn't want to have to go into Birmingham city centre to go to the tanning shop. So I didn't want to have to walk there, which it's called me lazy, but also it's not so much the walk. It's also you're going through it's Birmingham city centre at the best of times. It's busy, and you're bumping into people and whatnot. I was like, I can't really be arsed with that walk, and right by the train station they are. So I was just like, it wouldn't be hard to sort of do one of those. So I rang up a friend of mine. Joe Tolson, shout out Joe Tolson, and I was like, mate, there's not one round here. I reckon we could open one. So here we are. It's like, just challenge yourself, and it's like, you can open a tanning salon. I mean, at the end of the day, it's the beds are easy because it's not really a service. You are providing a service, but ultimately, it doesn't require any effort from me for people to go on the beds. It's as long as they're clean and whatnot. It's So there wasn't any sort of additional skills. There's regulations you have to look at and make sure you follow, but it was no new skills that I needed to learn. It was just cool. Just put some beds in a room and watch it go. Yeah.
What was it like finding a bricks and mortar premises though? Because this is prime location in the jewellery court as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because when did the conversation come about? Because I'd imagine it wasn't just all right, or was it? all right, there's a premises right there, we'll get it. Or
No, well, we looked at loads. This one was a goer, and then wasn't a goer, and then was a goer, and wasn't a goer, because of the fire, as I mentioned, and a couple of other issues and things like that. Like we had to get permission to put some vents in the walls from because you've got the main freeholder, and then you've got the leaseholder, and then you're working with your agent, and then you've got a management company. So in order to get to do like the things that we needed it to do, it's a lot of kind of like
hoops to jump through.
Yeah, it is. It really, really is. But we looked around a few, and we really liked this one because it had the tanning place, that we could see would happen, upstairs. And we're also like, we'll. No, we knew we'd do well online. I don't think we knew we'd do as well as we have done online. But it's this downstairs bit. It sort of gave us a bit of a space to, store a bit of stock and have a little office and stuff like that. Yeah. So TikTok shop.
The algorithm and how it pushes it.
Exactly. Yeah. So because they're not sending anyone off platform. Because they're buying within the TikTok app, shop, buying within the TikTok app, they're able to understand the conversions far more, I think, because of course, with a Facebook, you're tracking it with a pixel or something like that. And they're going off platform, so they're not. So Facebook only knows if kind of like if they get the the event send back the event fires.
It's hard to track these days, though.
And that is one of the biggest problems. Yeah, and with all the iOS stuff and everything, whereas with TikTok Shop. Is 100% of conversions are tracked, and they know what the video was that the person watched before that, and the video they watched before that, and what time they come on the platform. So, because of all that, it just makes it just really good. So we've got very good SEO. We were the #1 product for sunbed cream on TikTok.
Okay, that's impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, for #1 and #2 product all during summer, and even had one of like a best, and it says bestseller, which I know doesn't sound like a lot, but I challenge anyone to go find a product on TikTok that says bestseller. I've never even seen it again. We were the only people that have ever had the bestseller, and that was for our one product called Go to Black. So
Because the other thing is, I remember when he first launched, or soon. You've got so many reviews as well. So many
reviews on what?
On the TikTok
on
shop.
TikTok. Yeah. I actually don't know. I think we've got a 4.8 star shop.
We've got thousands and thousands and thousands of people.
Yeah. Thousands of reviews. We've done 30,000 sales. So
that's a lot of sales,
6 months. A lot of those are our best-selling product. I haven't actually got any of it here now. But
mate, you should have got them. Which one was the 90 quid one?
That's the Prismatica there, yeah. So you can pick one of. We actually sell it, I think, for a little bit cheaper than 90, but the RRP on that is 90 quid. The interesting thing about that one is if you put that in a sunbed, the bottle changes colour to pink because it's reactive to the UV.
Really? That is pretty impressive. So if you're watching, that £90 approximately, that is crazy.
Yeah, there'll be a link below if you want to buy it.
I feel poor not being able to afford that. What other stuff have you got here then?
So this is just a couple of other brands. So this is
CBD stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you want to shout about that on YouTube. But you got all the. This is body, but we got 2B Tanned behind you.
Oh yeah, your big partners, isn't it?
Yeah, they're we're good friends with 2B Tanned. We just went out and met with them in Mallorca in Magaluf. So check out that again. We'll put a link below so you can go browse the MEGATAN website with all these products.
How did that trip come about then? Because I was saying to you before, I saw that on TikTok and I've seen the videos and it looks so much fun.
Yeah. So we initially, when we launched, they approached us to stock the products, and we had a great chat with them and got along with them really well. So we were like, we'll stock the products, and they were like, we're doing a sort of event over in Marbella. And at the time, obviously, this started to pick up and started to fly, and we're like, we can't really get out there right now. We need it here. We said, if you do another one later in the summer, once we've got our stuff together, we'll come out to it. And we got a message like probably 2 weeks before the event, like, hey, we're doing this pop-up thing. It wasn't the size of the Marbella one, but just, do you want to come to this? And we were like, yeah, go on there. So we just booked it a couple of days later, and we're like, yeah. So 2 weeks later, we're out there in Magaluf with the 2B Tan team.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was good fun.
Surrounded by females everywhere, I'd imagine.
I mean, yeah. to some degree, it was. It was a little bit like that, but also, it was. We actually had quite a good sort of business trip, I should say. But yeah, no, obviously all the to be tanned influencers were everywhere doing all their tanning and everything, and I'm there like, yeah, with my shirt and whatnot. Like, I mean, if you would go onto their page and watch like the video, it's like these guys are like,
there's three of you in the video, wasn't there?
Yeah, there's three of us in the video.
Were you holding that towel?
That is the exact towel. Yeah. We thought we'd go over there and represent Megatan. So.
The thing is, I bet when you started out, you'd never have expected to do that, would you? It's such a cool experience.
No, I mean, and that's what I would say to anyone actually that's thinking about doing a business is just go for it. Like, I had no idea about tanning 3 years ago. Like, I'm not even
last year.
I'm not even a massive sunbed user. I occasionally use them, and that's why thought about this. But now I know the name of every cream and every brand and what they all do. I know there's bronzers and tingles, and they all do different stuff. You're a user, aren't you? So
Yeah.
Do you use any creams?
No, to be fair.
Got to start using your creams, mate.
What would you recommend?
What would I? Well, Go to Black, because that's just the best seller. But Go to Black is like it's such a staple of people's tanning routine. Yeah. But my favourite one is the devoted. Well, I say my favourite. It's one of my favourites because it smells so good. It's pomegranate. Devoted Creation white to bronze pomegranate.
Getting too excited.
Yeah, and do you know what? It's just the way it smells. I think
that's what you want, though. But to be fair, I've recently got a girlfriend.
Right.
I don't know if I've said this on the podcast, but she doesn't like me using sunbeds.
Right.
Apparently, it's going to give me cancer. I'm going to die.
Right.
So I'm using them less frequently, but I have got minutes still. But
use a cream because you'll get more out of it. So for the first 3 minutes, you don't actually tan because your skin's actually warming up. So you're wasting. Yeah, exactly.
Wasting money then.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you're wasting a bit of money there. But that's what happens if you use a cream.
Yeah.
But also in terms of the getting cancer and dying thing, make sure the beds that you go on have got what's called 0.3 compliant bulbs. So the UK is heavily regulated, but not all sunbed shops actually stick to the regulations, and the non-0.3 compliant bulbs are the ones that are far more damaging to your skin. So 0.3 compliant bulbs is the key, because they basically the regulation that they put in to stop sort of overexposure to UV. So that's why the beds and bulbs that you get now are way safer than they were 10 years. Obviously, it always comes with risk, but they're way safer than they were 10 years ago when all of these people had these bulbs that could just burn you in like a second. So just so you know that, so that they are a lot safer than they used to be. Obviously, consult doctors and things like that. But 0.3 compliance is you got to make sure that more of that really.
So next time I go into Slater's, shout out to Slater's. I've been there for years now. I'm going to go in and ask them, I'm going to think, what the fuck is he on about? Like, have you got 0.3 compliant bulbs?
Yeah, that's what you got to say to them. Yeah.
Like, what?
No, if they know what they're doing, they'll be like, oh yeah, no, they're 0.3 compliant.
A lot of the girls, because I think I'm just probably obnoxious in the sense of they're like, oh, do you want a cream, whatever? And I'm like, no. But then you've just told me that, and I'll probably be like,
yeah. So for the first 3 minutes, you're not going to tan, and then also it's like you come out smelling better.
I just stink of sweat when I come out.
Well, exactly, because you get very sweaty on the beds, but also don't go to the point where you're getting so sweaty because the UV light actually then just reflects off you and you're wasting your minutes again.
I'm probably wasting about half the time on this.
No, you probably are. Yeah, genuinely, you probably are.
So
you could probably lower your minutes by a couple, use a cream, and you probably get better results. See, tanning expert.
That is impressive.
You do learn a lot. You do learn a lot.
So first podcast it was Facebook ads. Next podcast it was so now it's tanning guru.
Yeah, tanning. Yeah.
But expert. The thing that I wanted to say is, say if I was to come into today, and I had my own tanning solution. Are you allowed to use your own tanning solution on the beds, or do you have to be?
Yeah, we got no problem with people using other stuff.
I thought that was like against the law.
No. So oils are banned on our beds. We allow specific oils, but basically some oils can damage the beds.
Okay.
So it's certain types of oil. So like there's a particular cream called Shine Brown which has some alcohol and minerals in it, which basically on the bottom of a sunbed you've got the acrylic, and the acrylic will crack if that sort of oil is left on it, and then the UV light keeps coming through it, which is obviously not what you want, because the acrylic, obviously, you've got to replace it and stuff like that. It's dangerous, people getting on it, and it's got cracks in it. So that is that's what we don't allow. But all of these creams you see here are all for sunbeds. There's the loads. And if you bought one online and wanted to come to our shop and use it,
I come all the way from Carlisle just for a sunbed.
Exactly, yeah. So no problem doing that. But yeah,
I thought it was just like you couldn't use it because like
if you didn't buy it in that specific shop.
That makes sense now. I'm learning so much in this podcast. This is the most I've learned in ages.
The individual shop might have an issue with it because they're not making money off you selling the cream, but I think, certainly with the rise of people buying them on TikTok and whatnot, I think it sort of increased the sales in the industry anyway and brought new people into going on beds and things like that. But I think that's why as well, me just saying around the 0.3 compliance things, make sure the beds you're using are regulated ones and things like that is also really important. So I just want to say that again.
It's important.
But also, to use creams, obviously there's bringing new people to the market from people seeing great deals on TikTok and they're going, I'm going on holiday in 6 weeks and I want to, get a bit of a tan beforehand. I'll buy this Go to Black or whatever it is on TikTok and just use that cream and get tan before I go on holiday.
I just can't believe how many there are. It's ridiculous. Like just look at obviously from the camera you can't see behind, but there's so many. You said this is only like half the stuff as well.
Yeah, this isn't even all of it. Yeah, this is half the stuff. There's quite a lot. I mean, they all do a similar thing, obviously. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of these are from the US, I think. Hemp's is US. That's they're all just made in different places. But yeah, we stock all of them though. I mean, you probably won't find this in a lot of tanning salons. No, you won't find this many creams. We just stock all of them because we've got them all online. So.
Yeah. And then the other thing I wanted to ask, and I kind of asked earlier, TikTok Live, how important is the TikTok Live these days? Because I've been trying to smash all my clients on the TikTok Lives, but some of them are reluctant, some of them get it, but I see you doing it every single day, all day, every day, pretty much.
Yeah, so TikTok Live isn't right. So we're not actually that good at it. There are people in the tanning industry. There's two guys who are really there's probably one guy actually who's really, really good. He's got a place called Malibu Tanning, and he's really good at lives, and he has sort of like 400 viewers every night. We go on it and we get like 10 to 20 viewers, but the thing is because it's different staff and whatnot, and it's not a regular face. It's a little bit different. But TikTok Lives, firstly, they make money. So you go on there and you can make money, and they'll build you an engaged audience, and also TikTok reward people for going live. So if you've got a TikTok shop, if you go live, they're more likely to show your products within their algorithms and stuff because you're generating content for them. But I think volume of content on TikTok is almost like you get that nailed first. So we were saying before we came on that today we've done 11 TikToks.
That's crazy numbers.
I know yesterday I don't think we did as many. I think we only did 6, but the day before that we did 14. And the TikTok rewards you for content and lives and creating stuff for their platform massively, and that's been a big part of our success. Is the amount of content we push out is just
ridiculous.
A lot. How do
you come up with that many ideas per day?
Well, we don't actually. I don't. It's our team, and we've got an absolutely fantastic team and whatnot. Like. Shout out to all the Megatan team that work on the TikToks because it's just they just come up with different ones. I mean, luckily we've got a lot of cream, so you can we've got 400 creams, so you can do there's 400 TikToks already of just here's a different cream. So but it's a little bit competitive and stuff, and who can get the most views, and someone that works for us is a dancer, so he's dancing in the videos and whatnot, and it's like, it's just
bit of friendly
competition. Just keep trying them. And the good thing about TikTok is that if you do one, it's not very good. It doesn't matter. Like, do not worry about that. Just keep doing. Just keep pumping them out. And,
consistency is key, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We post every single day, every day at least. We say 5 minimum, 5 TikToks, but I like to get up to 15. 15 is good.
So then, building a team as well, an in-person team. How have you found that? Because I'm intrigued to know. Because I'm always intrigued because I've got a small team, but it's mainly like remote and that type of thing. But getting people to turn up for a shift day in, day out, and actually perform by doing TikToks and stuff?
Yeah, so a really good question, and we do have an amazing team. And as I say, shout out to all the team. Our manager's fantastic, and then everyone that works for us has been fantastic. With that being said, every now and then you do get a bad egg, and we are absolutely ruthless with firing people if they don't turn up for a shift or something like that. It's like there's no second chances. If you don't turn up or whatnot, like you better give a bloody good reason as to why you haven't showed up. So we're pretty ruthless with that, you know.
Because that's good though. Then people know where they stand at the same time.
Yeah. There's certain things where, like, look, if you made a rubbish TikTok, we appreciate the effort. It hasn't worked out, however, don't mind.
You got 10 views, you're fired.
No, exactly.
That would be.
But
ruthless.
if you don't turn up, like, there's absolutely no point you working here because we need people that turn up, and it's not fair on everyone else. So, but the building the team has come from having a very good manager, and shout out to our manager at MEGATAN. JK, as she's known, because she's fantastic. So she'd previously worked at a rival store and whatnot, and she's come in and.
Did you poach her?
Yeah, to some degree, yeah.
That's what you need to do, though, isn't it?
But she sort of manages the team day to day, so it's not really me that can take credit for that. But
I suppose you got her in the first place, didn't you?
Yeah, and look, we have a very honest, transparent company. We say it like it is to a lot of people. So we have just built a good team, and it's all because from the top. Myself tried to set a good example of everything you need to do, and business partners that I work on with this, Joe and Toby, they set a good example, and it all just filters down of setting a good example, and also we do have a lot of fun here as well. It's a very different tanning salon to I think your average kind of like place, because we are just so on it with TikTok and stuff like that. It's like if you come in and it's like a slow day, whatnot, or be made to clean, obviously we stay on top of cleaning, but go and make 10 TikToks kind of thing. Go on TikTok live. And then there's a lot of packing as well.
Orders.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't actually showed you that room, but that room's called the bubble wrap room, and we have to order bubble wrap in 10 kilometres at a time.
10 kilometres?
10 kilometres at a time is how much bubble wrap we order.
How much does that cost you?
I actually don't know, but it adds up. It's a lot.
10 kilometres?
Yeah. 10 kilometres of bubble wrap.
I did a 10-kilometre run on Tuesday, and that takes a long time to run.
Yeah. So that is, you got to think about it, because every product we have to bubble wrap or whatnot, so it's out and out and out and out and out. Yeah. The problem with if you don't bubble wrap them, and this has been one of the big problems that we had, is this: if you don't bubble wrap it, like delivery companies, they don't care. They will throw it about and stamp on it, and so you have to bubble wrap it, because the problem is you might say bubble wrapping it isn't good for the environment. Well, if you don't bubble wrap it, we'll have to send out probably like 2 or 3 per order.
You're making no money.
Well, yeah, but also then you got all the travel times twice as much, so you're better off just packing it properly. Yeah.
No, that's a valid point. Then with the TikTok shop and that, managing the demand, how have you managed that, scaling things so quickly?
So the TikTok shop.
You pack everything here, do you?
Yeah. Well, no, so we pack everything here.
Oh no, you do TikTok
we do FBT, so we're in partnership with TikTok. So once
straight away, or
no, that we started doing that when we got to like 250 orders a day,
which is crazy.
Yeah, and we realised if we could do this, and because get rid of one of the products that's selling really well, and so now they don't pack as much because we've got products. All of our best sellers go to FBT, and we take them there once a week. TikTok then pack it for 24-hour delivery, so it's competing with Amazon Prime.
Oh,
so certain products that you get off MEGATAN are like next day delivery. That's so if you were to go on there now, you could get next day delivery and it could turn up at your door tomorrow.
Yeah, they are really going like head to head with Amazon, aren't they? Really, TikTok. You said about the fees, the shipping fees as well. It's nothing, isn't it?
So there's certain incentives that they're putting on at the moment, so we don't really have to pay for shipping at the moment. I think because TikTok are putting that as their shipping is with them. So if I was to go to a DPD or an Every and say, look, we're going to be shipping, say, 200 products a week or 200 products a day, 1,000 a week, let's say, they'll quote us a certain price, which let's say it was about £4, right? because you're doing it through TikTok. TikTok are their account, so it's not you. But TikTok have gone to them and gone, well, we're going to do 10,000 a day. You need to give us the best price. So they've been able to utilize the fact that they're basically working with lots of TikTok shops, and they're all count as their shipping. So TikTok basically get this extremely low price for shipping because of the size of their account. So basically, you don't really get charged a lot for shipping. And you can just take advantage of that. So that's a real win with TikTok Shop. Again, it's not like Amazon, is charging.
Amazon fees are ridiculous.
Amazon fees are ridiculous. TikTok is just way less.
And you got invited down to TikTok, did you? HQ?
Yeah, been there.
What's that like? Was that good fun?
Yeah, it was an interesting office. It's heavily guarded. I would say.
Where is it, London?
It's in. Do you know Smithfield Market?
No, I don't know very well.
Anyone that knows London, the Smithfield Market, it's literally a building next to Smithfield Market. Okay. So so it's literally right there.
Chocolate strawberries or not?
No, it's like a load of meat. I only know that from the butchers because there's a website called Tom Hickson of Smithfield, and I was looking at researching it. Anyway.
So you just got invited down then, did you? Because
They wanted to know how we'd done it. They'd never seen search like our percentage of sales from like SEO sales, like search intent, were a number that they hadn't seen before. They were like, "You need to come and visit us and tell us how you've done it."
Secrets.
Yeah, I mean the truth is that we to this day we don't really know. we do because we know that we've used AI and we know that, but we like without going into all of their algorithms and code, there's no way we really can know. All I know is that I think our conversion rate from like click was really high. So basically, if you were to see the product, you had a really high chance of buying it.
Yeah,
and I think that was what it was. Is that the conversion from just seeing it was higher than anything else that they've ever had, because we did such a good deal to people. Like in our first, few sales, we made no money.
Yeah, just because to get people through it.
Well, basically, and that sort of got the product to convert higher, and then we managed to negotiate a better deal on them, and from that's why the product just flew.
Sometimes, don't you? To start off with, loss leader kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't lose money on it. Don't get me wrong, but we made basically no money. But when you're starting a business, you need customers. So
and I suppose as well, like you say, nobody actually knows how the algorithm works, do they? You've got
even TikTok don't. They've got no idea how their own algorithm. The head of beauty was like, "So how have you done this?" And for the kind of we did this and it's not worked.
It's still working. That's the thing, though. You just have a general idea of what works for you. So that's what works for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
And something completely different might work for somebody else, but there's no one way to do it. Because if there's one way, you'd be a billionaire, wouldn't you? A trillionaire or something. You just sell that, say, "Oh right, well here it is for £1 million," and then they'd sell it to someone else for 100,000, and then it'd just be
Well, that's exactly what I was saying earlier with the lives, is that we're actually not very good on lives, but there's some other TikTok shops that sell tanning lotion, and they smash the lives, and that's really been down to their success. Ours is probably more SEO, inbound search, videos and stuff like that. So there's different ways of doing it. TikTok's incredible, and we won't even go into the affiliate stuff. Have you looked at the affiliate stuff?
No. You have to talk about it now.
So, again, it's within the TikTok platform. It's all this. It's like its own. I don't even know how to describe it. So it's its own ecosystem, and the affiliate creator program. If I wanted to sell products or get someone to sell products, people can apply for free samples. I can see their fulfillment rate. It automatically gets shipped through the platform and how it all set up and everything. It's just incredible. And you can set your commission, and they can then tag all the products. And I'm sure you've seen people tagging products and stuff like that, and showcase and stuff like that. And they'll get commission from that. And sometimes they've got that for free, that product. Sometimes they bought it and then linked it to their showcase, made a video, shoppable video about it. It's completely changed the creator economy of it's levels above Instagram. Instagram is so
Instagram's dead,
old, mate. Old. It's gone. It's you TikTok is setting the
standard.
100%.
Because Instagram Shop, nobody's ever used that, have they?
What's that?
Yeah, anyone's ever used it.
YouTube's even put a shop out, and you can see YouTube Shop on YouTube Shorts. But
do you do a lot of affiliate stuff then?
Well, a bit. like we probably don't do it as much as we should. Again, it's going to be one of these ones where next year is really gonna, because we only really got cottoned onto it. We actually had it on closed until we went to TikTok, and they were like, "You've got it on closed; it should be open." So we opened it up, and it all started to go crazy. Yeah. And then if I'm honest, the tanning season dies down now, so it has slowed down a little bit. But next year we'll probably have thousands of people pushing the products for us without having to do a lot.
That's what you want to do, isn't it?
Yeah. Like genuinely, thousands of people will be pushing the products.
Yeah, it's a perfect product to push, isn't it? Because it's like an impulse buy. It's affordable.
It's also good for reviews. So if someone can like come on and they can get a cream, they can try it and then they can go, oh, it didn't actually work for me, but if you want to buy it, or if it did work for them, it's still on there to buy it. So it's good for like a review.
That's what you want, isn't it? You just like either want to send it out to like 50, 100 people, isn't it? And just say, right, do a video for that.
Yeah.
And then it just goes to 5,000 people, 10,000 people, 20,000 people and that kind of thing. And that's how you do it. Especially like with the micro-influencer accounts as well, isn't it? The ones who are smaller, they're more keen to do it than if you're getting like 100,000, 200,000. Because they're like, oh, you need to pay me $1,000 or $2,000. And you think, are we actually going to get 30 sales from that video?
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, and that's exactly it, is that TikTok doesn't even need a following.
No.
You don't need a following to go viral. So, like, just because you've got a load of followers on there doesn't really matter. And that's the difference between Instagram, is that Instagram, these people have built all these followings and are charging a premium and whatnot, and
expensive.
And realistically, I think probably that the best days are gone. I don't think that influencing on Instagram probably generates the same conversion now that it probably once did.
Reach and story views and everything has gone massively down, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Whereas on TikTok, if some person creates a genuinely informative and quite interesting video that has not a lot of followers, mate, do it like 400,000 views.
Yeah, like, it's crazy.
Like, what, you would have needed 1 million subscribers, on YouTube or something to get that kind of numbers.
Yeah, it's good. But like, say, my girlfriend, we went to Noah Khan concert in Newcastle, and she did like a Noah Khan video thing, and she's got like.
Who's Noah Khan?
He's like have you heard Stick Season, the song?
No.
Mate, it was quite a big while ago.
You'll get pulled up for copyright.
Yeah, if you play it. I'll play like 2 seconds of it. I'm not going to get singled down here, am I? Fuck. No. So we went to Newcastle, and she's got like 300 followers on TikTok or something. She's got like 9,000 views on it. And you just think, somebody who's got no, like on Instagram, you wouldn't get that. You'd get about you'd reach about 2 people.
Yeah. And it's good because it actually the video is shown if it's informative, because you can have no subscribers, by the way, and get no views, but that's not. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
Sorry, carry on.
Yeah. I know. I was going to start singing along there, but we won't be doing that.
That's what I mean. It rewards people who put the effort in, and if you've got
into that video, yeah.
And if you do that, then you will get pushed and that kind of thing. You'll be seen. So, like, say if somebody has got one of these and they do a good video and it gets pushed, and then they've got like 100 followers, then you might get 3 or 4 sales, and that's. You're laughing, aren't you?
Yeah, and but that's how new creators and new like economies are forming within TikTok, because you could be a creator, have no following, you put out a couple of videos, then you do one on the tanning thing, and you tag the product, and suddenly you've earned 50 quid. Right? Now I know it's not loads of money, but you're going, wait a minute, I've just earned 50 quid from a video.
Yeah.
What's stopping me do that again? And suddenly then they go, cool, I'll do another video and I'll tag another product and I'll do another one. And there's people on there that are, making really good money just doing product little reviews and stuff like that. Like
simple stuff, isn't it? And like even as like a little side hustle thing, isn't it? If you got a normal job and then after you finish work or at the weekend, do a couple of videos, you post them and you think,
you can request free products.
Yeah,
you could just request a free product off like off the brand or whoever it is. You can request free products on us, whether or not you'll get one. I don't know. We have given out a few or whatnot, but you can just request. So it's like if it's like an onion slicer, I've seen people.
Yeah, I've seen them actually. They're popular. I spent 14 quid on one of them the other day. It's not worth it at all.
Yeah, so someone's got 5% commission that, so they've earned their 70p or whatever it is, and TikTok's made a bit of money and whatnot, and the brand's made a bit of money just off.
It's crazy though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like before COVID, you never would have expected this, would you? Even like what, four and a bit years ago now?
No, yeah.
TikTok wasn't even a thing.
Yeah.
And then now, like, you can make money. Everyone can make money from it, and like I make money from doing the content and that kind of thing. It's just crazy how the world changes so quickly these days, isn't it? From like say when we were even school or university, it was such a slower pace, wasn't it? Instagram was only just coming out when we were at secondary school. And it's crazy how people can earn loads of money, like just from the 60-second plus videos now as well, isn't it? From TikTok, you get paid for them and you get pushed for them, which is like a great way to go for people to earn money, because the creator fund, when I was smashing it out, you'd earn a little bit, but now you can earn quite a bit if you do the 60-second videos.
Yeah.
Because I'd maybe make, say I had 350,000 followers or something, and you'd get millions of views. And
how many followers you got on TikTok? Got to get you on some creams, mate.
I haven't posted in a while, but I'll still post if you want. And you get millions of views, but you maybe earn like, I know it's all related, but like $1,000 a month or something. But then you think, how much effort and time you have to put in, like say I was doing 6 videos a day and all that kind of shit. Whereas now, if you do the 60-second plus videos, you get thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds. But it does take more effort and that kind of thing. So it's just being clever with what you want to do, because so much opportunity on the platform, isn't there?
There is, yeah. TikTok is wild for opportunity, and I've got a little AI, Bamford AI is my TikTok. I've barely even done anything with it, but I just need to create a link to monetize. Someone can buy something, and I'm going to do videos on AI. I was meant to do this. I think we chatted like 6 months ago, and I was like, oh yeah. And obviously this has all happened since.
It's hard to find the time.
It is hard to find the time. Got a lot going on, but if you're certainly starting out as like new, as like from scratch and whatever you're involved in, TikTok is a great way. All you need is a link or a way for someone to pay you. So we've obviously got that they'll buy the creams, but you could put your own link to consultancy, or you could put your own links to like a digital product or something that you've made. You won't be able to do it on TikTok Shop, but you could just put it in your bio. Make videos on it constantly. If one of them pops, and people are just going to go to that link and buy it. It's so easy to do that. It's not difficult. Anyone can do it. All you need is the phone, TikTok, and to make a little website kind of thing or whatever it is.
Landing page or something. Yeah.
Exactly. It's so easy.
That's the thing with the TikTok algorithm. It's just, well, what we find anyway, is just focus on that one topic or that one thing, and just smash it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Because then TikTok will push it.
What was your content when you were doing 6 a day?
Oh mate, you don't want to know. Relatable relationship and life advice stuff, cringy stuff. I'll try and get it up, but I'd get millions and millions of views. Well, I think the most viewed one was like 5 million views, which is
that's a lot of views.
Yeah.
So did you
So 5 million, 4.1 million, 3.9 million. They were the most. I've lost quite a lot of followers because I don't post anymore, but I've got 339k followers.
That's a lot of followers.
22 million likes.
So is that international?
I think most of them would be US and UK. I think mainly US.
Yeah.
And then UK. I'll try and find it. But when we go upstairs, we can have a look. But I think it'd probably be about 70% UK and USA,
right,
and 30% everywhere else.
Yeah. Europe, Oz, stuff like that.
Yeah, but no, it was good fun. But it's just like for me now, I don't post. Can't be bothered. I'm too lazy.
Well, you post, but for other people now.
Yeah.
That pay you a good wedge to do it. Yeah.
We post hundreds of videos every month now. It's crazy to be fair. But that's what I mean. If you're trying to post, just post the same topic. Don't try and post loads of different things, different topics and that kind of thing. Just post about that one thing.
Yeah.
And then that's when you get the best results, because, people think that people care, but people don't care. People only follow you. Well, on TikTok anyway, we find that one thing. So like watch jewelers that we do. Yeah. Ones that just post about Rolexes do well, because people just want to see Rolexes. Yeah. Don't post about, I don't know, Casios, because nobody cares about Casio.
Because no one really cares. Yeah.
Unless you just post about Casio all the time. But it's that kind of thing. And then, like, if you post about...
But it's a great keyword. It's a great point of interest, because people know Rolex as like a luxury watch brand, but perhaps don't really know that much about it, because how am I going to know about Rolexes unless, certainly, can't afford to buy one. How am I going to learn about them? Yeah. So... Whereas, with Casio, obviously, they're a little bit cheaper from what I understand. Yeah?
A lot cheaper,
Yeah. So people are probably less interested because they're more accessible. So that's why, it just goes I go, oh, Rolex, I'm interested because I'm learning about this brand that I can't afford. Yet.
They're a lot more affordable than you think.
Well, yeah, no, they are actually. I think they're about 10 grand, aren't they?
You can get cheaper.
You get cheaper? Yeah.
Yeah.
6?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even cheaper than that.
Can you?
Yeah. Depends what you want, though, obviously.
Yeah.
You can get ones for ridiculous kind of money, but it just depends what you want. But yeah, TikTok, 100% need to post. It's the best way to do it. But yeah, you're going to do your videos then?
Oh my god, I am. Yeah, I've done one video. First, see, this is the thing. First video.
Consistency's key, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is key, and I did my video.
It's the hardest thing.
I put it out there as a little bit of a like, is this going to work? And because I haven't actually got the monetization bit set up. That's why I'm not posting anything yet. Because I've got all my ideas.
10k followers to do the monetization. Do you know anymore?
No, to monetization. No, sorry, not. I wouldn't be making money from the Creator Fund.
Okay.
I'll just put a link
where
someone can buy a digital product of some kind.
Yeah.
In my bio, like really basic. Don't have to do anything. It's like buy a digital product. You know, you can set up a Shopify for what is it, £29 a month, and then you can install an add-on for free for a digital product. So this will be like AI prompts. So you know that prompt that we made all the products with. You can put that on there, and then I'll say, look, this is what you can do with AI. This is what you can do with AI. So the first one I did was AI. I put the MEGATAN website into ChatGPT 4.
Yeah.
And I needed a mega menu. Do you know what I mean when I say mega menu? You know, sometimes on a website you can click on it and it'll go like you've just got the options, but then you've got like a massive menu that appears. Loads of drop downs, whatnot. And because we've got so many products, it didn't all fit. And I used it. I got AI to code me a scrolling mega menu, so it now scrolls. So if you go onto the MEGATAN website, megatanonline.com, click on it on your desktop, it'll open up all of these like little scrollers, so you can look for all the brands.
That's cool.
And AI coded that, and I've got that on my TikTok. So
did it get many views?
1,500 views first video.
That's decent, isn't it?
First video. And by the way,
0 followers as well.
0 followers. Took me 60 seconds to do because I just filmed my laptop and went, oh, so I've just done this with a mega menu on it. Yeah. That is it. That is 1,500 views. I mean,
10 seconds.
Yeah,
isn't it?
and literally seconds.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take a lot, and because TikTok doesn't really care if it's like polished content.
No, they prefer a lot of unpolished content, raw content, that kind of thing, don't they?
Yeah. Because then they know people can make it faster, and that's what they want. They don't want like really like that's YouTube. Yeah, like it's all like really heavily edited kind of like stuff. And TikTok is just everyone has access to it. Everyone can go boom in some way and become a creator or start a TikTok shop or be an affiliate or whatever it is.
Yeah. So consistent videos from when are you gonna?
When am I going to do my consistent videos? Do you know what? Actually,
you just said it takes 10 seconds for a video.
It does take 10. No, it's just the monetization bit that I've got to do. Do you know what? Like, I said last time I was meant to start on the 1st of January, and then never.
Where's this year gone though? Where's this year gone?
Yeah, no, I know.
It's actually September. It was August bank holiday this weekend.
Well, as you get older, the years technically get shorter percentage of your life, so you're always feeling like it moves faster. That's why.
Yeah, I heard that actually.
Yeah.
So true, because the older you get, the quicker time goes.
Yeah.
Mental.
Yeah, because it's a smaller percentage of the grand total of your life.
Because when you're at school, you think 6 weeks summer holidays is so long.
Yeah.
Or like even uni, well, obviously you dropped out uni, but like after that 4 years that I did, I was like, that's so long.
Yeah.
But it's actually so quick. But yeah, speaking of that time, 4 years sober for me at the end of this month. And you said, thank you.
I'm going to clap man, a bottle in my hand then,
And then you said it before. How's your sober journey been for you? Because we were talking about it briefly, weren't we, before we started?
Yeah, so still sober, still haven't drank. Yeah, it's been good. Wouldn't change it, and would recommend anyone to do it because, as drink levels have gone down, success levels have gone up, and that is a correlation that I don't really want to change in any way. So. Yeah, I think you like yourself is the stopping drinking is a massive part of just keeping up with stuff and keep mentally, physically. It's the first step, and a lot of people, probably maybe even some people watching this, don't really know that they probably have a drink problem. We're saying is that they probably like if you can't have a nice time without drinking, you have got a problem. Yeah. If you're constantly thinking, the weekend, drinking,
can't wait for Friday, Saturday. Yeah.
Where's the weather so I can go to the beer garden? I get that, people enjoy that, and it's nice, whatnot. But I think a lot more people, and I think stepping away from it is you realise a lot more people have problems with drinking than probably they even realise themselves. And in fact, it's probably, if you looked at your group of mates or people that you drink with or people that you know that drink, and if a lot of them were able to stop, they would achieve a hell of a lot more.
Yeah, and I went out for food last night and we were having a similar conversation. But he enjoys like 1 or 2 shandies on a Friday.
Yeah.
And like that's not a problem, isn't it? It's just like you can still go out and enjoy it, isn't it? It's just like say when it's impacting your happiness or your health and that kind of thing. If you're unhappy with your life, but you're thinking, oh fuck.
Yeah, if you're unhappy with your life and you're then going out drinking, like mate, you've got to sort that other stuff out first.
That's what I mean. You don't, even though you black out, and you forget at the time. It's like you still have to get up on Monday and be like, oh fuck, I have to do this week all over again. But it's if you didn't black out, and see, you can still go out on a Friday and have a couple of drinks, can't you? Then Saturday you wake up fresh and you think, well, what steps or things I need to put in place to achieve a happier and healthier life? And then you can say, all right, well,
Saturday's a work day.
Yeah, like
Saturday's not a day off.
To be fair, like this week just gone, I worked on a Sunday. And I actually really enjoy working at the weekend. I probably only work 1 day out the weekend because
No, that's good. Yeah.
But then I work like say 8 or 9ish until 4, and I was like, I've actually been so productive and feel so good. Like I've caught up on the week and got ahead for this week because I know I'm traveling a busy way.
Yeah.
And I think I feel good.
Yeah.
And I've worked for like 7 hours. I know I had breaks and food in between, but. It's just, if you can fit it in, it's amazing.
The great thing about working on a Saturday, and I really like working between like 10 and 12, is there's far less interruptions because other people are just like out just doing stuff, like having fun or whatever it is, and you're just like, cool, I can just focus. I'm not, I haven't got a client calling me or
that's the main thing.
It's like
messaging you and stuff, and then my focus will be like over here or over there, and it dragged like left, right, and centre. Whereas at the weekend, it's just like. Focus in the zone, that kind of thing.
Exactly. Yeah. It's far easier.
So like for beginners, so just like how you can create like better videos and how you can utilize TikTok organically and that kind of thing, or how to create better Instagram reels, or how to generate more sales from your videos rather than just like showing stuff and content pillars and all that.
Right, informative content as opposed to lifestyle content, like
or
educational.
Both. The YouTube videos would be more educational.
Yeah.
But then just like giving people like tips and tricks and that kind of thing. Really.
Right. Yeah.
I think it'd be good for my personal brand to do more stuff like that. To be fair.
Yeah.
And it builds like more status because. Yeah, I think that's just the best way to generate more leads. To be fair.
Yeah.
So that's in the pipeline.
It's hard work that though. That's a lot of editing and stuff like that, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got editors, so
that's fair enough. Yeah.
What were we saying?
I can't remember what we got to. I said, I would say that, and I remember, and then I completely forgot.
We're talking about what the fuck were we talking about?
I actually can't even remember.
Neither can I. My mind's gone blank. What were we talking about?
So we've gone on to, we went through TikTok and Instagram. We've done a lot of TikTok stuff. TikTok, Instagram.
Yeah. And then we're talking about the sober stuff. Working at the weekend.
Working at the weekend, yeah, and it's just clear, isn't it? So back on working at the weekend, So working at the weekend, it's just I think we could probably move on from that topic, but it is a good. It's a work day, and you can just get loads done. Yeah. If you're not hungover in bed, and that's what a lot of people end up doing, and pigging out on takeaways. That's what I used to do. Yeah. When I was drinking, it's like I'd go out on a Friday, get absolutely, hammered, and then spend Saturday in bed till about 4, order takeaways and stuff, and like that. And the day's gone. Whereas now, Saturday is like, oh, what can I get done? Yeah, and that's what I'm going to get done. I'm going to get my monetization for my TikToks done this Saturday.
That'd be good. Then, so what have you got planned moving forward? What's the plans for the rest of the year?
So, I actually can't say because... No, so I can't. So, MEGATAN is obviously going to continue. Yeah. And we're still going to keep growing that and stuff. But there is a brand that we're working on behind the scenes, but I can't say it on here. There's a huge... Obviously, leveraging a lot of our relationships and partnerships. It's all, like, everyone we spoke to is under NDA, so we can't say anything to anyone. But we've got some very exciting meetings coming up. That's cool. It is absolutely game changing, and I wish I could tell people, but yeah, we've stumbled across a bit of an opportunity, I should say.
Thing is, I've got something in the pipeline that I'll tell you off air, but I hope it's not the same thing.
it won't be the same thing.
That's right. That's good.
There's no way, but
that's exciting. Then when will that kind of come about, or is it just like in the background at the moment?
That'll probably be January.
Ooh,
so
nice.
yeah, it's with the guys that I do Megatan with. Yeah, super exciting. And then at the moment as well, I'm still doing all the other stuff that I was doing as well. So I'm still running people's ads. I
know you messaged me about that the other day, and I was thinking, are you still doing that?
Yeah, mate. This is what I mean. This every day's a work day.
Yeah.
I'm still doing people's ads. I'm still doing it for computers, for clothing, for.
So I mean, when you're sober, you can manage all that stuff, can't you?
Yeah.
Easily.
It's like it's not that difficult to manage, but that's what happens just when you're 100% on it. Sure,
you can be on it.
Tiring, but it's
I'd rather that than anything else.
Yeah, so still doing a few people's ads and stuff. Yeah, need some content and stuff. Some people will chat about that later. But yeah. So that's what I'm doing as well. Obviously got my Bamford Hour stuff. I'm doing the in partnership with the butchers. Selling on TikTok, they're the biggest selling meat people on TikTok, but that's actually a lot harder than you think. Selling meat on TikTok is way different to selling tanning lotions on TikTok.
Yeah, I can imagine. Delivery and keeping it fresh, refrigerated.
Well, there's all of that. So there's the challenges, and then there's also a lot of TikTok is price based. You know, you kind of get it cheaper and stuff like that. Whereas obviously, if you're selling sort of premium meat cuts, it's not necessarily as easy to sell and the content required. But again, actually, maybe we can have a chat about that afterwards. But yeah, so still doing all of that, tied in, and yeah. So
you've got so many stuff around now. Yeah, that's cool. It's exciting.
Yeah. So that's what's coming up. But
where can people find you, follow you, buy all your tanning stuff?
So yeah, so I won't shout out me. But yeah, I mean, if you need me, contact me through. If you need me, contact me through Megatan. Go to www.megatanonline.com. That's where you'll find all of our creams and lotions. And you can find all of our Instagram and TikTok through there. If you just search Megatan on TikTok, I guarantee we're the ones that pop up. If I'm not first on Megatan, if you search Megatan on Google, if we're not first, then let me know. But we should be. And then, find us. That's what you'll see on the website is Megatan like that.
Right. Thank you for bearing with me. All the technical difficulties. The cameras went off about 4 times.
It's all good.
This is the first one I've done in a while by myself, and I was saying earlier, and I'm a bit rusty. To be fair.
Yeah. It's all good.
So yeah, if everyone watching on YouTube, make sure to like the video, subscribe, comment favourite part. If you want to come and see Nick in person, he's had a visitor from the podcast before. So
I have had a visit from the podcast before, and yeah, if you want to come to Megatan as well, based in Birmingham, just search Megatan Birmingham, we'll pop up.
Go and see him.
Yeah, come and say hi.
And listening on Spotify or Apple, make sure to follow the podcast and leave a 5-star review, and we'll see you next time. Bye.